Stern, we are so glad to have you. And we loved what we just saw moments ago as well.
Game day morning, just watch. You just watch. We'll be there all day. All day? We're on all day long.
I like that.
You know, wake up, watch us. Go do what you got to do. Come back and watch us. Take a little nap. Wake up and watch us. We will be on all day long. But it's all football, so it's all good.
Well, we loved watching you last night. So many great interviews with so many of these players. You got to talk to a lot of guys. In your opinion, who is in the better mental place to win this weekend?
You know what? In both of those teams, they were pretty, for teams that are fresh here, they were both pretty loose. You know what I mean? And I think that brings good things to all of us, that everybody plays loose. Because I remember, Shannon, when we were here, we were practicing and we were loose. We played our best game. Right. You know, and I'll just tell you right now, I don't necessarily, and you can say it's part of my history, I don't necessarily believe in all of that. Everybody, we're going, and this is a business trip only. Stop it. Man, I worked hard to get here. Let me go out here Sunday night and Monday night, and these people pat me on the back a little bit. Let me get my amen, and then I'll tune in Tuesday night right after I get all my pats on the back from the community. I've earned this spot. Let me go and enjoy this spot. I'll get right back to football, because I do believe, like Jimmy used to believe, get that out your system so you can focus, as opposed to thinking about it all week long and trying to monopolize your mind like it does not exist.
By the way, I was there for your third Super Bowl in Phoenix. I was there for all of them. But you guys went out on the town the first couple of nights in Phoenix and Scottsdale, and you pretty much tore that town up.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about.
It worked.
Get it in early, buddy. Get it in early. Really, because then you can focus in. If you don't, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm saying I focus, but I'm wondering, oh, man, what did I miss out there? You know, wonder what they doing. They're calling people, dog, what was it? What was it like last night? Man, I wish I would have seen. You know what I'm saying? Get it out your system, man. Then I can focus on
And by the way,
defense.
when it was time to play, the game was a mismatch. You guys just laid it all over the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
All right, back to this game. There's a collection of wide receivers for the Kansas City Chiefs unlike any we've probably seen. Is it the greatest collection, maybe, of speed plus ability that you've ever encountered?
Right, now, let's be careful here, because we use this word greatest around so many things. Now, if you want to put, is it the fastest? On a track meet, you may be right there, because I don't know that I've seen this kind of speed on a football team. But the greatest capsize everything. It's not just a straight-ahead speed. It's making plays. It's making the big plays. And they have made some big plays. I will call them the fastest, but I wouldn't put that word greatest on them.
I agree. I think they're the fastest. I think they might pose one of the biggest matchups because of what they have at the speed position. Right. And then they have the first or second best tight end in all of football. He's a nightmare.
Man, he's now, listen, both of these guys, both of them.
I love them.
I love both of them too, man. And I got to sit down with George Kittle last week, man. And just his personality. I love his heart, his soul for the football team, the way he plays, the tenacity with which he plays, man. But it'll be a hard stop. And I always say this to Shannon, to people: it's more difficult to stop the great wide receiver with the great tight end than it is to stop two great wide receivers.
Yes. Yeah, good point.
Because you can do so many things that you cannot cover when there's a great wide receiver and a great tight end. Like line them up on the same side. If you're doubling the receiver, that means you got a linebacker on the tight end. I get trip sets one side and put a tight end out
backside
by himself. You got to show your hand. You got to either play it zone, then you got inside receiver on a linebacker, or you got to put a linebacker out on the it's so many ways, and Andy Reid uses it perfectly, man, to master it.
So I'm going to disqualify myself before I ask this question, because I am your biggest fan and everybody knows it. And I've said many times, you, to me, were the greatest wide receiver ever. No disrespect to Jerry Rice. I'm talking. Thank you. But this is about, I covered your teams. I know what happened when it was 3rd and 8, and it was 20 degrees in Washington or Philly in New York or New Jersey. It's 8 to 88, and 88's going to get open by hook or crook. You might have to bump them off you, but you're going to get free.
Crook. I like that. Hook, crook, anything.
However you're going to do it, you're going to get open. But you weren't a blazer when it came to speed. No. You just got open. Put that in context for me versus Tyreek, who's just blazing. And I'm not saying he's not a good route runner because he clearly is. But
Well, blazing speed and has been giving all the rules to help him with that speed. You know, when we played, there was a thing called courage. Courage does not say fear did not exist, folks. Let me give you some lessons here. Courage said you had an ability to overcome your fears. And so when you play football, you had to display courage. Oh, I know I'm about to get hit in the head when I go up at this ball, so I got to go have courage. Now, that is gone. I can run fast as I want to run through a zone, no matter. You can't touch me until after I catch the ball and come down. Even if you hit me while I'm going after, it's called defensive receiver. Just so you know, I would love to have played in a defensive receiver. You got to wait till I come down to hit me. You know, there's a reason they call that the bang 8 when we ran it. That means, and there's a reason.
As soon as you called it.
Right. Soon as you catch it, it means it's going to be bang, bang. That's what they mean. They would be in the huddle and call a play and look at it and say, let's kill Mike. Okay, Mike, you can't run this play. Got to call a timeout to get Mike in here. Somebody going to get hit and we don't want to hurt you. Wait a minute. What is this? So absolutely, there's a lot of advantages that these guys have. And with that kind of speed and those advantages, it makes it difficult to stop those guys.
But also the guy that's pulling the trigger. You got Patrick Mahomes, who might be one.
Just a beast, man.
And I told Skip, look, the greatest throwers of the football that I've ever seen, and we played in the era with Dan, and we covered Dan Marino. And we've covered it, watched Aaron Rodgers. But when it's all said and done, I'm not so sure Patrick Mahomes won't hold that title. There's not a throw he can't make from the pocket, on the move, and he can throw for distance and accuracy.
And the game keeps evolving. The game keeps evolving. All games keep evolving. You remember back in the day, man, we watched Pistol Pete Maverick dribble that ball with one hand. He was a master. That one little hand, he never took that ball in the hand. Now look at how they dribbling the ball, man. I mean,
that was strange.
What? the perfect shot. You had the perfect form, Larry Bird shot. Steph Curry barely touching the ball, and it's just gone. You know what I'm saying? And Patrick Mahomes has done that to the quarterback position. Get balanced, sit up, throw the ball. Just, you know, so
and
the
look at
game
that
keeps evolving, really, and it's incredible, man. It's incredible. So the athletes are they're better. They're getting better each and every year. And they're taking the game to new levels, doing things we didn't think about. The one-handed catch. We used to put one hand up to knock the ball back down. Catch it. Now they just snatching it. Zoo. I'm like, wow, this is incredible.
We needed those gloves, though.
Yeah, that too. I'm trying to save the game and the people, but I wish we had those gloves. But they're phenomenal athletes.
But you do know this game. It can't be Patrick Mahomes versus Jimmy Garoppolo. It's got to be the 49ers running game versus Patrick Mahomes. You don't want a one-on-one battle says, okay, Jimmy, you got to throw it 50 times because we got to match Mahomes throwing it 50 times.
You lose right away like that if you're San Francisco. You lose right away. But if you're also San Francisco, I think the gauntlet that they've gone through, Skip, is going to help them a great deal. This game is going to be won. Even though San Fran will be able to run the ball, Jimmy G will have to make that last drive to win this game. You're not running away from Kansas City. You're just not doing it. Kansas City scored 7 straight drives in a game. And I'm telling you, if I was playing defense on that team against Kansas City, I would have gone in the office the next day and turned my pass in and my coach and said, hey, don't worry about cutting me, I quit. They scored 7 straight times on me, man. I got to go home and deal with that dude when I put toothbrush to tooth in the mirror. I can't have this. I quit. You see what I'm saying? So you're not running away from Kansas City. You're going to have to make that play in the end.
So there is one potential antidote to Patrick Mahomes. He plays for the 49ers, and he is dear to your heart because he went to your high school here in Fort Lauderdale.
That's bad boy, man.
Nick Bosa went to St. Thomas Aquinas, where you went, and you would like to have seen him matriculate to the U, where you went to school here at University of Miami. And he went up to Ohio State, and you were talking to him last night. How could you do that to us, right?
We've let so much great talent get out of here, man. Right? If we just filled the team just from here, right now, we're winning championships after championship. But Nick Bosa, man, what a phenomenal dude he is, man. And he's a great kid. I watched him in high school, and to see what he's doing right now. And you're right, Skip. If this dude right here can get to Patrick Mahomes, they have a real shot at making it happen. Now, he has to go with Fisher over there. That's
If
going
Fisher
to be a
play-
good battle.
Yes.
That's going to be a good battle, man. But I put my money on Bosa because he has a motor. He's strong. He's a complete package, man.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.